brace yourselves because we have a storage problem. Hello everyone, welcome to Anything Geek. My name is Zero, and when it comes to fitting things inside other things, I can be pretty resourceful.
That's what she said.
Michael, please. Please.
As you may have noticed, I happen to have a tiny bit of an obsession with the One Piece card game lately. And while cards aren't the most complicated thing to store when they're on their own, it can become quite the issue when you start collecting them by the thousands. Lucky me, I'm also a tech-obsessed person, among many things. And among those techs are 3D printer, because wouldn't you know, they are pretty cheap and accessible nowadays. I started with a fairly cheap yet surprisingly good Ender 3 from Creality, which is an FDM printer, meaning it's eating PLA filament to print an object layer by layer on a print bed. I also acquired a resin printer last year, which is an Anycubic Photomono 4K, which actually differs in function to the FDM printer because it's using liquid resin to actually print objects. Now, I won't go into any details on those technology here, that's not really the point, and if you want me to dive a bit deeper on the subject, just let me know in the comments below. The key takeaway here is 3D printing is awesome and very accessible, but to print 3D objects, you need 3D files. And, well, I'm a techie guy, so I created some files for myself. Pardon me the kind of rough aspects of it. I basically use Tinkercad for this because the work I'm doing is fairly simple. It's basically a box with a lid, so you can store your cards in them, and the way I planned this was with customization in mind. So you can see at the front you have a hole similar to the one at the top on the lid, which is actually meant to hold a big logo plate with the game that you want to store in the box. So you can print the Pokemon logo, One Piece, Dawn logo that I have here, Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever. You can just print the logo, put it there, and then you simply store the card that you have in the box. Now, the lid also has a customization option, the same as in the front. And the way that I intended this is actually that you could put the set or block of the game here at the top. So for One Piece, for instance, this would be like the Devil Fruit with the 1 in it, which is the first block of the game. You would put this on the top, and then as you go on and enhance your collection, you have more boxes. You know at a glance which box is gonna hold which block of the game, so you can easily find back the cards that you need. And the reason I put this on the lid and not on the front of the box is so I can easily swap the lid on another box if I need to rearrange my organization. I've also made these little separators that you can use in your box to quickly separate sections. If you decide to sort by color or whatever, you can pretty much do as you want. And those also have spaces here for customization, so you can drop colors in here or whatever logo you want. And for my own personal need, for the One Piece card game specifically, I already printed a few boxes. And the only downside that I found is that they do take a while to print. We're talking about like around 5 hours for the lid and around 15 for the box itself. But as you can see, these boxes can actually house quite a bit of cards. It's around 300 to 400, depending on if you sleeve them or not. And it's actually the biggest I could do on my build plate for the Ender 3. But when considering other market storage, this still comes in way cheaper than any other options. And since they're only going to serve as shelf storage, they're pretty much good at doing it. I also made deck boxes with the same customization option as the box, so you can input the logo of the game and whatever symbol you want here on the front. So I can use them when traveling in order to store my decks. It is still plastic though, so it can definitely break at some point. But I mean, it's not like I'm gonna play football with them, right? They are deck boxes anyway, so they're again good at what they do for the use case. So if you own a 3D printer or know someone who does, just download the file on Thingiverse. The link is in the description. They are free, and well, we all know free is always good, right?
Oh, no, I need 2 men on this. That's what she said. No time. But she did. No time!
And while you're downloading those files, maybe if you like this object and project that I have, leave a like on Thingiverse on the object. I mean, it's still nice to see that the work is appreciated. And if you do plan to print this, please just send me a picture, like tweet at me or send it in the comments on Thingiverse. I would love to see your results. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. If you're still here, it means this video has at least been entertaining to you, so please leave a like, it really helps a lot. Also, don't hesitate to leave me a comment. How do you actually store your cards? What is the ideal system that you would want to use? Leave me all that in the comment section below. And most importantly, subscribe to my channel to never miss anything geek.